God, I need better music. But who cares? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the season premiere. The first season, mind you. Another seasons before it. Of Wednesday Night Sports. And my God, it's been a minute. It's been quite a minute, actually. Probably about 4 weeks since the last episode. But who cares about that? We're here, we're live, and we're here to have a great time to talk about what? Ball. Because who else loves it? Me. Of course, I'm your host, KnightSky. And tonight, my God, there's so much stuff we got to talk about. But we're going to limit it to a couple things here and there. Primarily focusing, of course, on the NFL playoffs. That's right, because the regular season is now over. We are now deep into the playoff run. We have 2 games left before the Super Bowl, which are the AFC and NFC championship games. And we're going to talk about that a lot. And of course, one of the teams left in the mix, my favorite, you already know. We're going to talk about the Birds and way more because, oh my God, so many deals have happened outside of sports, outside of just stuff in general. And we're here to talk about it all tonight. So let's get started. Of course, we're going to do our usual thing. We have to talk about just the headlines going on. And then, of course, we'll get to some call-ins if people are available. But I just got to say, this is crazy that, I'm still here, essentially, because I still wanted to do this thing. I know I took a little bit of a break, unfortunately. But obviously, the beginning of the year is definitely a very important part. When it comes to trying to figure out what I want to do, kind of like setting up schedules, planning stuff out, kind of wrapping it around my work schedule, you name it. So unfortunately, Wednesday Night Sports had to suffer a little bit because of that, but we are here now. I can tell you that. I'm proud to be here. And my God, we just got to hop right into it. Let's make sure I got everything I need to talk about right now. Our music we're going to save for later because I don't want to interrupt too much, but for the most part, I think, yeah, okay, the countdown was great. I know the countdown looked a little bit kind of dinky and a little stupid, but that's okay. We'll get back to that later on. But for the most part, I'm excited just to be here with you guys. Obviously, I want to do more of this type of show every week, hopefully for the foreseeable future, but we'll see how it goes. But for the most part, I hope you guys have had a great New Year so far. I know we're pretty much almost 30 days into the New Year at this point, so a little bit late. But I hope you guys had a great New Year. And hey, if your team's still in the playoffs, congrats. If not, save a spot for Cancun, or in Cancun for me. Appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let's just hop right into it because there's so much we got to talk about. So many things in general. And we're just going to jump right into this right away. Who the hell let me talk that entire second? Oh, you pieces of crap. I hate this. All right, well, new season, new dilemma. God damn it. Anyway, the only thing I said that was worth kind of listening to, obviously, is that Ohio State won. Congrats to Ohio State. And in general, Notre Dame put up a good fight. It was just too late for them to come back. And I like the college playoff format. That's too funny. All right, run it back now. I'll do the whole thing there. Welcome, LD. Welcome, Nolan. I know Nolan is definitely not a sports Andy, so get the hell out of here. Redo the whole show. No, we can't do that. We gotta leave it in as is. It was fine for the first part. I just think because I have too many scenes here. I was setting up the scenes a little bit later, so obviously some of it doesn't look as good. But that's okay, though. Now I know, but thank you for letting me know, just in case. But now we know. Good thing I checked in yet. Yeah, I would have gone the entire show with me just not talking at all. And I can already tell Ellie's going to text the group chat that I was muted for the first 5 minutes of the show. No integrity, LD, as per usual. Who knows? That's why his team is in Cancun. But speaking of Cancun, there's a couple teams that are in Cancun at the current moment right now. But that's okay, because we got to talk about it. So, if you don't know, the NFL playoffs are happening right now. We're pretty much deep into the playoff run as is. We're down to the 2 final championship games before the Super Bowl. And obviously, some of these divisional rounds were definitely something to be expected of. We'll go through these games just a little quickly, but for the most part, I want to talk about especially all the stuff happening in the NFL in terms of these playoff brackets. And I think my playoff bracket actually disappeared. Oh well, that kind of sucks. But anyway, the final 4 teams in the NFL playoffs right now are the Kansas City Chiefs, the number 1 seed, the Buffalo Bills, the number 2 seed, the Philadelphia Eagles, number 2 seed in the NFC, and to everyone's surprise, I'm going to go back to my face cam here, my full face cam. To everyone's surprise, the Washington Commies. Who would have thought that the Washington Commanders would be in the NFC Championship game after this year was supposed to be a big rebuild season for them? Now, the biggest thing I'll say, the 2 things I will say about the Commanders right now is one, the Eagles split the season series with them. They beat them the first time they met, and then they lost to them the second time they met, both in their respective home field advantage, whatever you want to say. And honestly, people are very much pushing the Commanders to take this one. And on paper, maybe I could low-key agree with them because obviously Jaden Daniels is definitely, proving otherwise that he doesn't even look like a rookie. I think it's the craziest part. This kid does not look like a rookie at all. Rookie quarterback. He's carrying the team on his back half the time. The dude's 2-minute drills are 100% scary as hell because he could be on the other side of the field and you see the clock's at like 140. And then all of a sudden, let's say 40 seconds go by to the final minute and he's already in the red zone. So this dude is scary. He's a dual threat quarterback. He is very shifty when it comes to rushing. If you try to get him, for whatever reason, he just loves to kind of spin and just jump all over the place. A lot of people are kind of comparing him to how Lamar Jackson is, how Cam Newton was. I know a lot of people are saying the same thing about Jalen Hurts. But as of right now, Jaden Daniels is definitely a threat that you do not want to let get all the way down to the end of the field. And honestly, I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit nervous or a little bit kind of like, oh, we got to be careful here. But I do have confidence in my birds themselves. We'll talk about that later. So the Commanders are in the national championship, or the NFC championship game. First time that not first time. I believe this is the 6th time that a rookie quarterback is in a championship game. And it would be the first time that a rookie goes to the Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure. But let's hope that does not happen. But anyway, for the most part, we got 2 games to really talk about here. We're just going to break it down just a little bit. Obviously, I'll try not to have too much volume going on. But where's my music? Well, I don't think I have it. Ooh, hold on. Am I stupid? Oh, I already am stupid. Don't say anything. Here we go. Here's my music. There we go. Much better. All right. So, we got to talk about some stuff here.
He's going to get down.
Oh, that's audio. Thank you, Tony Romo, for that. I appreciate that. So, if you look very, very closely here, this is the AFC divisional game. I think this was definitely one of the highlight games of the weekend. Not much to really be said about the Texans and the Chiefs. The Texans couldn't do much against the Chiefs in general, which is very unfortunate. And the Lions were the biggest upset of all, I would say, losing to the Commanders. And a shocker, which, a lot of people are still questioning about, but we'll get to that later. But obviously, Eagles and Rams took place first. But this was the highlight game of the weekend. These are 2 teams who have gone at it before. And these are 2 quarterbacks who are in the MVP voting race. Finalists, you name it. These possibly are the 2 final candidates. I would like to see Saquon in there, but unfortunately, the MVP is pretty much a quarterback award. With that being said, though, they put on a show for honestly quite a little bit. I think this first and second quarter, you could tell that, this is going to be a tough game. But the biggest thing of the weekend, and not just this game, but the weekend in general, was turnovers. I believe that Lamar Jackson and even the Ravens themselves had about 3 or 4, maybe even 5 turnovers, I want to say. Don't quote me on that. I will check my numbers, though. But that's the story of the game half the time. If you play good football, you keep possession of the ball, you protect the ball at all times, then you obviously have a better chance to win and score. The thing is, though, the Ravens just had so many opportunities to get away from them by either dropping the ball, dropping passes. Lamar see a high snap here, gets tackled in the backfield, and drops the ball. Scooped up here by the Bills defense, who ultimately looked like they could run it back for a full-on touchdown, but get it stopped. And I believe this actually does turn into a touchdown later on. But stuff like this is the tail of the tape at this point. You're supposed to do a good job of keeping that football with you at all times. And you could say so many things about the overall game itself, how the Ravens had more passing yards, or Lamar had more passing yards and rushing yards and just more yards or whatever in general than the Bills. But that doesn't matter if you have plays like this that ultimately reward you with major points. Skip ahead a little bit here to the third quarter. Already 21-13. You're seeing the point difference already starting to increase more and more. Now you have a full quarter left to go, and you think to yourself, okay, essentially this is a one and a half score game. I won't say a half because you can probably get a field goal here too, but boom, look at that. You're seeing a big run here by Hill. Getting stopped by DeMar Hamlin, funny enough, because DeMar actually did have an interception later on in the game. But you're seeing the Ravens, start cooking a little bit more and more. And there goes Derrick Henry, absolute train unit, just rushing down the field. And the fact of the matter is, I'll say this too, they did not use him enough in this game. I know you want to say you want to have Lamar rush, you want to have Lamar pass a lot too, but they needed him if they wanted to keep themselves in this game. Derrick Henry gets the touchdown there. Boom. Impressive run. And they need more points because I think they get the 2-point here. Let's see if they do. Oh, they don't. Oh, I'm sorry. I was absolutely wrong. I wonder if that's going to come back to haunt them later on. Of course it does. We're just going to skip ahead just a little bit more. We get down here to the final drive. It is 27-19. Lamar has the football. He tosses it. Boom. What a catch by Mark Andrews, who has looked solid pretty much this whole game. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, Mark Andrews, you're a reliable arm. You're a reliable guy to throw to. We'll come back to that later. Lamar, of course, is searching in the backfield with plenty of time thanks to that O-line. He's still looking. He's just standing there and throws an absolute dime right there, I believe, to Isaiah Likely, which Likely, if you think about it, a very, very, very reliable tight end to also pass to. And they're going for 2 because they have to. 25-27, 1:33 left on the clock. Lamar's looking. He goes to the right. He tosses. Oh, and you think to yourself, he caught that shit. No, he did not. Mark Andrews, at the latest second, has butter fingers. And my God, I got to play that again real quick, too. Because look at it. You see how much distance that him and Lamar had between each other. Boom. So here's the play right here. All the defense is looking towards him right now. They're looking towards Lamar. They want to follow him. They see Mark Andrews get out just a little bit ahead right there. Safeties are in coverage here, waiting for those other receivers. Boom. The gap right there. All he has to do is just cup the ball, pull it in, and fall back. He doesn't even have to keep running. He can honestly just fall back into the end zone. And for a second he does, but his hands just juggle the ball. And right as he crosses the line in the end zone, he drops it. And that ultimately will cost them the game. I know a lot of people are completely shitting on Mark Andrews for this play. He's made a lot of plays like this before where he just has not had the fully chance to capture the ball and hold it. A lot of people are kind of going out of their way to absolutely shit and hate on the man. I don't think that much hate is deserved. It's football, but whatever. I know some people are very more passionate than myself. At this point, boom, they got the first down. All they got to do is just slide, take a knee, and the game is theirs. And I got to say, impressive showing from the Buffalo Bills defense in general. I know they lit up a little bit at the end there, letting the Ravens score and almost making it a tie game. But they came to work. And obviously Josh Allen proving why he is an MVP candidate. Takes the dub, immediately goes to hug Lamar Jackson, which is a beautiful scene. They talked about each other. Of course, Lamar says, go ahead and get yourself one. And maybe, just maybe, Josh Allen can finally take down the damn Chiefs. I'm hoping he does. I would love to see an Eagles-Bills Super Bowl. Fingers crossed. That's all I'll say. But all right, enough of the Eagles and the Bills. So I'm going to run back our music real quick, too. And I got to take a break. Or not break. I got to take a sip of water. Give me 1 second. Delicious agua. I think it's so funny that no one told me I was muted. I'm actually glad he did. Too funny. Nolan ruined a great big classic Nolan. Maybe so. All right, I'm going to back up the music. Back at it again. We're going to break down the Eagles and the Rams game because, my God, this game was anything but easy. At the first part, you're seeing, we got to go back actually a little bit here. The second play of the game, who else takes the rushing touchdown? Boom, there he goes. Breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, breaks the arms of that person. Boom, speeds out ahead. 4 Rams are on him, but Jalen Hurts gets the first touchdown of the day. Not even 4 minutes into the game, Jalen Hurts takes a rushing touchdown. And my God, that is my quarterback. I don't care what the hell the media says. I don't care what the hell the people say. I don't even care what the fans say. That is my quarterback. I absolutely love Jalen Hurts. I would love to meet him one day. Go Birds. Anyway, impressive play from Hurts himself. I know a lot of people are still questioning his ability to be a passing quarterback. But before we even get there, too, there's one thing that I do have to talk about a little bit. It's something that's very alarming and very concerning, especially to Eagles fans in general. So great, you get the touchdown. What a way to start the game. Now all you need is that extra point, and let's see if he's got it in him. Boom! And he misses the extra point. For whatever reason, Jake Elliott has just been missing extra points and some field goals these days, and it's not good. It's really not good because he's keeping these games closer than they need to be. So let's do a quick little tally here. It should be 7-0 right now. Now, even if it is 7-0, Matthew Stafford starts driving down the field, and he's tossing to some of his favorite targets. He's got Puka Nacua. He's got Higbee. He even has Cooper Kupp. He's got Kyron Williams rushing like crazy, and boom. What a big yardage gain right there, too. We're going to skip ahead just a little bit here, too. I believe this is the end zone play right here. Boom. Stafford moves back, looks, catches Higbee right there. All I see was extend his body forward, and he gets the touchdown. It is ruled a touchdown. He still wants to select that ball for whatever reason, but hey, good on him, I guess. Congrats to getting a touchdown, blah, 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 you name it. I think tight ends were definitely the story of the day for this, or this weekend especially. So Higbee gets the touchdown, move forward a little bit, and they get the extra point. So now it's 7-6. But the Philly defense, that's not the Philly defense. Oops. That is the Rams defense. And I believe they combined to sack Jalen Hurts 4 or 5 times this game. So not pretty for the Eagles offensively, especially for the most of the game. But boom, right back at you. Jalen Carter, all-pro Jalen Carter, might I add you. Jalen Carter picks up Matthew Stafford. And honestly, I'm glad he did not throw him because that would have been a hella big penalty. So I'm glad he didn't do anything bad. But basically, he just picked the dude up. He said, all right, I got you. Smith is with him right too. Jalix Hunt was with him right now. But boom, they're hyping him up. They're saying, yeah, you did that shit, buddy. You picked up this quarterback, and you got him. Meanwhile, back on offense, boom. What do? You give it to Saquon Barkley. And there he goes. One of the most beautiful sights in the NFL, in sports in general, is when a running back or any player has all of that room to run like crazy. And boom, look at that. It's already starting to snow a little bit. It's cold. It's cold in Philadelphia. It is now 12-7. What an impressive drive there. 3 plays. All they needed was 3 plays, and essentially they took the lead right then and there. Skipping ahead a little bit more, it is now 13-7. The Rams, meanwhile, are trying to come back to the game, and Stafford throws an absolute dime, and that would have been picked off had the defensive player pulled the ball out, but Robinson catches it. Robinson actually made a couple of good plays this game, and one of those moments you're just like, come on, man, why can't you just hold on to the ball a bit better, right? Stafford throws, and of course, he's got Kupp with him right there. He pretty much gets the first down, but they got to keep driving at this point. They have 14 minutes left in the second half. We're just going to skip ahead just a little bit. I think they settle for a field goal here. And at this point, you got to say, hey, the defense is coming to play. It's time for Jalen Hurts to go back to work. Let's see what he's got. Jalen Hurts drops back. He's looking. He says, shit. And he gets thrown to the ground with a sack. And I believe it or not, Jared Verse. Jared Verse was the tale of the day because if you don't know, he had some comments before the Eagles game where he said he absolutely hates Philly fans. He hates Eagles fans in general. He says that when he sees that green and white and black, it puts red in his eyes. He absolutely hates them. And of course, Philly fans let him know that, hey, that doesn't sit well with us. And they were talking shit back. Obviously, with that Saquon touchdown, he actually, for a moment, looked back at Jared Verse, who was right behind him, started taunting him a little bit, and that lit a fire underneath of him. Jared Verse would go on, I believe, to have 2 sacks, 4 tackles, 3 for loss, and something else, I believe, too. But he had quite a day for the defensive front for the Rams. So obviously, it was been a big of a problem if they wouldn't have stopped him there. But boom, Stafford gets out of a pickle, throws, I believe, to Higbee yet again, and the ball comes out. And who does it go to? The Rams again, which kind of sucks. But actually, that was down by contact, so it was ruled dead, not an actual fumble in general. But boom, we gotta go back to another big play here too. Nakua actually had a pretty decent game, but look at that. The amount of times that Kyron Williams got stopped in the backfield is extremely impressive because you need to stop a running game like that. And this Eagles defense is showing why they are ranked #1 right now. And look at that. Hurts throws the ball right out of the way. Saquon, with a big speed of burst of speed. What the hell am I saying? Gets the first down immediately. And you think, hey, that better lead to some points for the Eagles, does it? No, it does not. But Hurts trying to get to the other side there. Gets the first down too. Ooh, but almost a bit of a late hit there. Falls to a bunch of Rams players. And I believe, what was it? I think he gets sacked right here. Yeah, right here actually. And actually fumbles the ball. So this is a very bad play. I'll show you right away. It's 2nd and 8. All Hurts has to do is, hey, you got some options there. I throw the ball right away, but boom, he gets sacked a little bit. The ball comes out. Thank God Kenny Gainwell was there to grab the ball instead because it looked a little bit dangerous there. 3rd and 23. Not good at all. Hurts drops back. He's looking. He's running up. He's trying to get away. Oh, but who is it? Jared Verse yet again. And that one looked like it hurt, for lack of a better term to say. So not good at all. Hurts actually looks like he got injured a little bit by that play. Stafford, on the other hand, is trying to make something out of nothing at this point. And he makes the catch. Cooper Kupp makes the catch. Unbelievable, actually, that Stafford had these abilities to actually throw the ball in a wintry mix on the East Coast. Gives it to Kyron Williams. Tries to get a bit of a burster, and he does, and he's still going. Not good at all. Eagles not making tackles right here. They're driving down. They have the threat of getting a score right here. But fortunately, they settle for a field goal. We're going to skip ahead just a little bit more, too, because I don't want to spend too much time on this game, even though this is a phenomenal game. But Kenny Gainwell, oh, sorry, that's not Kenny Gainwell. I believe that was Rodgers who got the fumble recovery and actually almost got a touchdown from it, too. So it's 15-16 at this point because the Rams got a safety because they sacked Hurts in the end zone. Already now, the snow is coming down. You're like, shit, they got to get a touchdown here. There goes Saquon. Does he get it? It looks like they ruled it yes, but they actually reversed the call because his arm or his knee, I believe, was down. There you go, his arm right there, elbow, was down right before he made contact with the end zone, which is very unfortunate. So they take a touchdown back. And meanwhile, the Eagles have to settle for for a field goal at this point. 23 yards in a snowstorm. Jake Elliott makes it. Clutch in general. And meanwhile, the Rams are just driving down at this point too. They're trying to stop him at all costs. Hurts gets the ball back. It is 4th and 4. He throws. A.J. Brown makes the catch. A clutch 4th down play. Give it to Saquon. Oh, but he gets tripped up right there. Not good. Stopped on 3rd down. It is still a 4-point game. Oh, sorry. I keep going ahead. I got to stop doing that. At this point, you're like, what do? You have to kick it. 37 yards. Can Jake Elliott do it? And he does, just barely. Jake Elliott makes the 37-yard field goal attempt. It is now 15-22. The Rams get the ball back, and the Eagles put up a very big stop right here to stop the ball in general. Eagles get the ball back, and what's the first thing they do? Give it to Saquon Barkley. Oh my God. I will tell you, I was going crazy when this play happened. Beautiful play. Starts hitting himself on the head, getting himself CTE probably. And boom, what a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 78-yard touchdown, rushing touchdown. Eagles fans are going absolutely crazy. Everyone's losing their mind. This is one of the greatest plays of the playoffs so far. And thank God that he scored when he did. Otherwise, the Rams probably would have come back and maybe slowly crept their way back up to a lead. But look at this play. Boom. Snap the ball to Hurts. Saquon takes it, goes to the left. Instant speed. Boom. No one is close to catching him. Such a beautiful sight. Look at that. Look at that. He saw his moment too. He went off, man. I love this. I love this so much. And Jalen Hurts cheering on for his best friend. One of his best friends, possibly. And boom, do we get the extra point? No, because for whatever reason, Jake Elliott keeps missing these extra points. It makes no sense. It is 28-15. And what do the Rams do? Believe it or not, can't believe this. Let's see how much time it took for them off the clock to actually get this. The Rams immediately drive down the field. Stafford throwing these amazing passes to his receivers, to his tight ends, letting his running back do the work just too. And they're just driving down the field at this point. They're across midfield at this point. Stafford looking. Stafford throws, and it is caught for a first down on the 20-yard line. They're getting closer and closer. Not good. The defense needs to stop here. It's 2nd and 4. And he caught. Cooper Kupp has it again, and they're down in the red zone. They need a big stop right here. They're going down. They're going more. It's 3rd and goal. They got to stop them here. They got to stop them as much as they can. But what happens? Nope. Slay gets cooked by Parkinson. I don't know what the hell's going on at this point. I'm actually freaking out. I said, oh no. They got a touchdown. Check the score now because they get the extra point for skipping ahead. It's 28-22. It is a 6-point game. It's 3rd down. And the Rams get the ball back with 2 minutes left on the damn clock. Pass is caught by Kupp. They stop Kupp. 2-minute warning remains. At this point, I'm looking at my dad. I'm saying, Dad, what the hell is happening? Are we going to lose this game? It's 2nd and 10. Stafford throws, but it's knocked down by Slay, who actually let up that touchdown earlier. So now it is 3rd and 10. They got to go for it because they need those points. Stafford moves back. He looks, he fires, and it's caught again by... Oh, I forget who that guy is, actually. I'm such an idiot. I'm so sorry. I think it's Robinson. I could be wrong, but apologies if not. So they get the first down, and they're still looking. Stafford heaves the ball, and this is the moment where my heart sank. Puka Nacua catches the ball on his shoulder for an immediate first down, and they're moving. I thought, are you kidding me? We're going to lose this game. It's 2nd and 12. Ball is caught. It's 3rd down now. Nacua gets stopped short of the line to gain. 3rd and 2nd. We need a big stop here. Something big needs to happen, and look who comes in clutch. Boom. Jalen Carter with a phenomenal sack lands right on top of Matthew Stafford. He wants all that smoke. It's 4th down. Are they going to go for it? They might as well because they have nothing to lose. They have 30 seconds left on this clock. This is the game right here. Will Stafford do it? And he overthrows Puka Nacua. And that's it. The ball is turned over. There's a turnover on downs. The Eagles have the ball. Victory formation. 25 seconds left on the clock. But that's it because, ladies and gentlemen, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to the national championship. God damn it, I messed it up. The National Football Conference Championship. I knew I was close. The NFC Championship game. They defeat the Rams by a final score of 28-22. My God, what a nail biter. What a crazy ass game. And that's why you have it, man. Oh, that was cool. I love that ended up with the music. My God, what a crazy ass game. There's nothing really else to say about it, but just like, I'm amazed at how close that came to. Thank God for our defense too, mind you, because our defense 100% of the way stepped in and stepped up, because otherwise we would have been cooked from the get-go, and honestly, we would have lost that game hands down. But that's just it for some of the championship games that are happening this weekend, or sorry, the divisional round that just happened. Obviously, like I said, the Texans fall to the Chiefs, of course, by ref ball, so the Chiefs are hosting the AFC Championship game yet again, and they'll be taking on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, the Eagles will be hosting the Washington Commanders on Sunday. Both games on Sunday, one at 3 and one at 6:30. Can't wait for that. But a lot of stuff has happened since then. Since obviously there's all this cool stuff happening in the playoffs, what about the rest of the teams? What about the teams that are in Cancun right now? What about the teams who are on the couch, if you will? They're joined by LD. What are they doing? Are they watching? Are they listening to LD? Are they watching him stream? Hell no. So they got to do something. And the biggest thing that you'll notice a lot, especially, is that some teams, they need new coaches. They need new personnel in general. And as of right now, they're getting it. So, it's actually a cool thing. I saw on CBS there's actually a tracker for who's actually getting what in terms of coaches or general managers. If we scroll down just a little bit, we can already see some big headlines here. The Chicago Bears hire Ben Johnson. We'll talk about that later. There's some other candidates that they actually interviewed. New England actually gets Mike Vrabel, which is really cool. We'll talk about that too. And the New York Jets hire Aaron Glenn. You're seeing a lot of people actually, or a lot of teams actually dismissing some of their old personnel. The Cowboys have parted ways with Mike McCarthy, so they're looking for a new head coach. Scanning through Jacksonville Jaguars, Doug Peterson is fired. And they actually just fired their general manager too, funnily enough. So we'll talk about that later on as well. The Raiders need a head coach. The Saints need a head coach. General managers actually, funny enough, Tom Brady hires John Spyek. Guy's last name is Spy. That's kind of interesting there. We'll see if he gets Bill involved too. The Tennessee Titans hire Mike Borgonzi. A couple more interviews kind of paired here. Jacksonville Jaguars need a general manager similar to the Jets. And this is just a few of some of the teams actually need some stuff too. I think these are the main ones actually for the most part. But on to the main actual picture. Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel used to play for the New England Patriots, and he is now the newest hire of the New England Patriots to be their new head coach. Very interesting because Gerard Mayo was handpicked by Robert Kraft. And he believed in him. He said, hey, this is going to be a great guy. Our very own Radical said, oh yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy who's going to do the job. fired immediately after the first year. Drake May has shown some promise, of course. He's a very interesting quarterback. Maybe with this pairing of Mike Vrabel, they can see a bit of a change in difference. But we'll just have to see how it goes. And funnily enough, I did just find out, too, that the Patriots have hired former Lions defensive line coach, Terrell Williams, as their defensive coordinator. So very interesting stuff to develop. We'll talk more on that later. Here's a picture of Mike Vrabel if you haven't seen him. Of course, he was the head coach for the Tennessee Titans, and he was fired 2 seasons ago and had not been with a team since, so we'll see how he does with the New England Patriots. Water break. My God, I haven't talked like this in a while, so apologies, I'll get used to it. All right, moving on. Of course, like I said, unfortunately, the Lions have fallen short after getting absolutely destroyed by the Washington Commies in the divisional round. A lot of people had a lot of questions about that, and the biggest one especially is, would this impact these two coordinators in their search for a head coaching position? The answer, spoiler alert, no. They have been signed as of today by 2 teams in general. Of course, Aaron Glenn going to the New York Jets and Ben Johnson going to the Chicago Bears, a divisional rival. Isn't that crazy? I think it's the craziest part, that he's going to the Bears. That's a very interesting thing. So he'll, of course, inherit Caleb Williams and, honestly, Aaron Glenn. Let's see if Aaron Rodgers comes back. Who knows? At that point, I don't even know what quarterback they could use at that point. Maybe they need to draft someone. But we'll see what happens. So these will be a very interesting kind of, essentially, 2 new coaches in the NFL. One still in the NFC, one going to a different conference in the AFC. My biggest thing is, I'm wondering, how will this affect the Lions next season? Because you still have a lot of good players. You got Jared Goff. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown. You got the Sonic and Knuckles duo of Montgomery and Gibbs. And you're just kind of wondering, what's going to happen with these guys? Is this team also going to make a run? Are they going to be like the Eagles and start off really strong but then have a collapse? Are they just going to be garbage in general? It's all going to be relying on Dan Campbell and what changes he makes to his staff in general. So we'll see what happens there. But a lot of also coaching changes, like I've said before. Thankfully, the Eagles aren't in that position right now because we've had our fair share of really bad coaches, especially one that just won a national championship. That pisses me off. But we'll talk about that maybe some other time. But Eagles, I'm still very happy with Nick Sirianni. If he can get us to the Super Bowl again in the last 4 years. Was it 4 years? No, 3 years. Oh my God, it's been 3 years since we've been in this. Oh man, it's been 3 years since we've been in the Super Bowl. I'm hoping that changes this year. Maybe we can go back and win. Who knows? But yeah, I'm very happy with Sirianni and what he's doing right now for the team. He's a leader. He's just a man who believes in his team and his players. And I just hope that he stays around for a long time. But I think that's it for the NFL right now, as much as I know. Yep, that's it for the NFL. Congrats to the NFL. Is that music? There we go. Okay, thank you. All right. Now, this is definitely a story we need to talk about. We're done with football for just a little bit. There is definitely a big story that we need to address right now. And this is, my God, there's nothing really to say about it at this point. Oh, my God, they have pictures of him already. My God. So, the team that won the World Series, you think to yourself, okay, they won the World Series. They're having a good offseason. Maybe they can just relax, take it easy, start getting to work maybe in January, maybe in February when training kind of starts back up again. Nah, they're not going to do that. Instead, they're going to sign one of the hottest pitchers from Japan right off the bat. Roki Sasaki is now a Los Angeles Dodger. What the hell is going on? The Dodgers are signing literally everyone. This is basically their signings and trades within this past month. So boom, you're already seeing some stuff. They signed free agent Teoscar Hernandez. They signed him for a bit. They designated some of their catchers. If you scan up here just a little bit, they traded Gavin Lux to the Reds. They actually got some players back. And the biggest thing here too, I changed his name. That's funny. But on the 22nd, literally today. Oh wait, to a minor league contract. Oops. Well, actually, minor league contract, but he's going to be moved to the majors before you know it. Hands down. He's 100% going to be moved up to the majors. They're building the 2022... No, it's 2023, actually. The 2023 World Baseball Classic team, which is insane. Isn't that... It's the craziest thing in the world. They're building the Japanese team from that World Baseball Classic tournament. And Sasaki is just their newest addition. They're going to be getting more people, hands down. But they already have such powerhouses with Freddie Freeman, with Mookie Betts, Teoscar Hernandez is definitely a sleeper pick as well, I'd say. But also, we can't forget about Shohei Ohtani. We can't forget about the MVP, one of the best players in baseball right now. And he's not even pitched yet. I'm pretty sure he's gonna pitch this season. So I'll be very interested to see how he does back on the pitcher's mound, and if he does anything crazy with it as well. All right, but that's it for baseball. There's nothing really else crazy to talk about. There's been some trades going on, some internal, some external, some people going to completely different leagues, leagues. Some people going to completely different teams, different conferences, you could say, whatever, different, if the American League, National League, different divisions, you name it. Nothing really else that kind of sticks out to mind. Obviously, the Phillies haven't done anything crazy as well, which kind of sucks because I feel like we need to make a really big move. Otherwise, our time frame for getting to the World Series again is kind of diminishing. So I really hope it doesn't happen, but it is what it is. All right. Another crazy thing to talk about here, too. I just noticed here, too. We don't talk about hockey much on this channel, but we're going to talk about it a little bit tonight. Because if you notice here, I just pulled up a player profile. Who is this player? Alex Ovechkin. A player who has played for the Washington Capitals for quite a long time. He was in the 2004 draft. It has been 10 years since then. Almost 11 years at this point. Since the 2004 NHL draft. And here he is right now. Already. He's got 21 goals. He's got 31 points. 12 assists. I forget what 33 what this number stands for actually. But he is a very good player. Could definitely be nominated for All-Star this year. But I want you to focus on something very important here. I'm just going to zoom in just very quickly here. This is his career stats here too. 709 assists. This is points probably. 1,583 points. And 1,457 points. I believe game points. 874 goals. Now, if you're a long-time listener, first-time viewer of Wednesday Night Sports, you'll notice that we actually talked about this guy just a little bit. Because as of right now, look at that. He's already on the 100 greatest players of the entirety of the NHL from 1917 to 2017. That's crazy. But I want you to notice something here. 874 goals. What's he on pace to beat? Oh, yeah. Wayne Gretzky's all-time goals in his career. Which, mind you, I've looked at these numbers back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, forth and back. Ovechkin has 874. Gretzky got 894. As of right now, actually, how many games was it too? I want to see this. In between... Oh, sorry. GP's games played. I'm such an idiot. Sorry. Oh, my God. He could do it in less games played. Oh, my God. That's crazy. So, in 1,457 games played, he's gotten shy of 875 points. He is on pace to beat Wayne Gretzky's all-time goal record of 894. He's 20 away. He is 20 goals away from breaking this record. And he's going to do it in less games, too. Potentially. We'll see what happens. Obviously, the season's still going on. It's January. We're pretty much almost to the midway point of the NHL season. So I'll be very interested to see if he does. I kind of hope he does, but as a Philadelphia Flyers fan, I hate the Capitals and I hate Ovechkin. But, hey, that's impressive. It's history. It's cinema. Whatever you want to call it, it is what it is, and it's pretty damn cool. All right, last thing I'll say, too. Oh, my session expired. Oh, well. But anyway, check this out. If you want to buy WrestleMania tickets for WrestleMania Sunday, which is essentially the main event of WrestleMania, look at these starting prices. My God. I think Radical was showing me this earlier. $370. How much is a nosebleed seat? Let's take a look. Let's say up here. How much is a nosebleed seat here? Oh my God. $370 for one ticket. That's insane. I went to WrestleMania 1 once. It was beautiful. Or WrestleMania 40. It was phenomenal. But I'm definitely never going to one ever again because of these ticket prices. It's so funny though. But all right, I just want to throw that in there just to kind of be funny. But with that being said, I believe that is the end of our highlight reel there too. Thank you so much for listening to me yap for just quite over a minute. A lot to talk about. And what we'll do here real quick too, because obviously I don't want to take up too much of your time. If there are people who want to do call-ins, I'll go ahead and let them know right now. But we won't stick around too long tonight, obviously. I know some people want to do some other stuff. But if you want to do a call-in, I will hop right into my general chat. And we'll go ahead and get things started. Let's actually add the stories real quick too before anyone else does. So give me just a moment. I'm sorry, I have it. Oh, let me get this. Okay, I think I got it. All right, just in case anyone else hops in here, which no worries if you can't, that's fine, or if you don't want to, that's totally fine too. Other thing I'll pretty much talk about is, you know, turn on the music just a little bit too, just a hair.
Get the fuck out of call. No one wants you here.
Oh, that was mean. Some guy who doesn't know sports apparently is stupid as hell, so we'll get him out of this server. I'm gonna ban him. But for the most part, I was gonna say, I don't know, man. It feels weird that the football season is pretty much almost done at this point. It quite literally feels like we got to. It feels like the start of the season. And for whatever reason, it just does not feel like the football season is going to end, and I hate that. I think it's stupid, and I think that football should just restart everything again. We should just reset the records and see what happens. No, please don't do that. We're so close to the Super Bowl. I don't want to mess it up. Oh my god. I really hope we do go to the Super Bowl. The biggest thing that worries me when it comes to this game in general is the Commanders are just on such a hot streak right now. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Mets and the Phillies in the NLDS. Without the Eagles having the bye week, though. Obviously, because the Mets were on fire. They made it all the way to the NLCS. They lost to the Dodgers. And there was just raps, but they were just on fire because of it. The Commanders have taken down big teams. They took down the Bucks. They took down the Lions, which is the most impressive thing. And that's what worries me just a little bit because they spanked them in their own home, in Ford Field, in the heart of Detroit. The Commanders went and they just kicked ass and took names. So I'm a little bit worried about that. However, I believe the Eagles are also on a hot streak right now too. They're going crazy. They took down the Packers. They took down the Rams. I know people are going to try to discredit those wins, but a win is the win. It's the playoffs, whatever the hell you want to say. I think it's going to be a very good game. But however, I am hoping and I'm praying that the Eagles win. I really hope they do. All right, let me take another swig. I'm dying. I actually am pretty much dying right now. This isn't so much a what's it called? A season premiere, as much as it is like a continuation of like me trying to do this show. But the plan is I do want to kind of make a separate channel for this, just that way it's not always KnightSky related. Because I know right now it says KnightSky. People are probably joining in the stream thinking that, oh my gosh, KnightSky's live. I haven't seen him in forever. And they look and they realize, oh my gosh, it's a sports show. I'm getting the hell out of here. I get it. Like maybe even Outlane, even if he is a bit of a little bit lame loser, I get it. He doesn't like sports as much as everyone else does, so I totally understand. So at that point, you're probably like, oh yeah, I don't want to watch anything KnightSky if he's just going to do sports. Ow, there's something in my eye. I'm just going to close my eyes while I talk. But the point is, I do want to make this kind of into a separate thing that's still connected to the KnightSky brand, but just kind of different enough where you can't be like, oh, okay, if I don't want to watch this, then I don't have to not watch KnightSky entirely. Like, he still has other stuff I can watch, like videos or streams. But the sports stuff is more of a side thing that I like doing just because I like sports. I really do. I love Philly sports. The fact that we're almost in the Super Bowl already, which is really cool. I just hope we can do. The fact that the Phillies have been doing pretty decently. Flyers are on fire. Sixers. And we don't really talk about the Sixers. Oh my god, there's still something in my eye. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm so sorry to my producers. I swear I was going to get this fixed. We'll see what happens. Okay, I'm fine now. I think. Sorry about that. But yeah, we'll just see what happens, man. I'm really excited for this game. I'm hoping we do well. And, go Birds. Also, I wore my Philly shirt too tonight because I completely forgot I had a sports shirt on. But we'll see what happens, man. We shall see. Alright, well, I'll wait a little bit longer for people to hop in. If not, totally cool with me. Actually, this gives me a chance to rest my voice. It's one other sports thing I wanted to see, actually. No. Wait, there was, actually. Hold on. There was one more thing I wanted to see. I lied. Oh, this is exactly what I want to see. Oh, they knew. They knew instantly this is what I wanted to see. Okay. This is perfect. I wanted to watch this shit right away. Call it a reaction. Call it whatever the hell you want to watch. But this is pure cinema. Hold on. Can I add this to the... Oh, did I exit out of it? Oops, I think I did. Oops. Okay, sorry. Let me just change my window. There we go. That's what I want to see. I saw the divisional or the wildcard one. I want to see this one. I want to see this. This is the intro they said. I gotta see this shit. Turn up just a little bit from it so you guys can hear it too. I gotta see this. I gotta see this.
Now entering the field, the Los Angeles Rams.
Boo! You know what? I forgot to say. Credit to the Rams. They played hard. But, hey, Jared Verse owned up to what he said. I kind of respect him for that. Good man. All right. Is this the actual intro? Oh, this is all 5 minutes of it. All right. I want to see this. I actually want to see this. I'll watch this.
I warned you, didn't I?
He did.
I said, beware these dogs. I said, do not approach.
He said, shut up.
I'll slow down till you come and do something. Can't beat us. We're too fast. We're too strong. He can't tackle us. He can't catch us. You might as well leave now.
I don't understand why people don't like Shady McCoy for whatever reason now. I don't get it.
These dogs growling now. And the last thing you want to see is that next man.
Oh, wait. I think it's just a player intro. Oh, this is just player intro. I didn't want to see this. I want to see the other thing. Hold on. They probably have something else. Hold on. Yeah, this is what I want to see. This is it. This is what I want to see. Oh, the intro was cool too, though. Hell yeah. Ready? I want to see this shit.
Congratulations to both teams. Thank you for the division rounds. Los Angeles being a visiting team who's made a call. This side is hands, this side is tail.
Hold on.
Hands is the ball. Heads, you win the toss. Los Angeles has won the toss and left themselves a further choice in the second half.
So they won the toss here. I feel like we do a lot better if we actually. Oh, they disconnect me from the VC. That's crazy. I feel like we do a lot better if it's if we kind of defer.
Win.
This is it. Win. Alpha shit. Oh my god. I was here, or I heard it before, but I wasn't in my seats when they first played on the game I went to. Oh yeah, I went to an Eagles game, by the way. I forgot to talk about that. Oh my god, it was awesome. I completely forgot about that. I should have led with that. Oh, the green fireworks. I can't believe I missed the intro part. I was kind of mad that I missed it. Damn. Oh, man. Oh, that was fast. Never mind. It wasn't as cool as last time. All right, that's all I want to see. Isaiah Rodgers. Okay, that's all I want to see. Hopefully I don't get taken down because of that. But yeah, pretty cool stuff, man. Pretty cool stuff indeed. I love football. I love the Eagles. I love the Birds. It's cool. It is what it is. All right, well, I think because my own moderator kicked me out of my voice chat, I think that's where we're going to call it tonight. But that's okay because I had a fun time, obviously. First show back of the year. We're a little bit rusty. We got to fix some things, but we'll go ahead and fix it right away for next time, of course, because we will be back. And hopefully the next time we are back, the Eagles will be NFC champions. And if not, I'm going to cry a lot. I'll absolutely way too much. I'm going to cry a lot. Hopefully the Chiefs lose too, but who knows? All right. Without that being said, thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you stuck around for the most part, I do appreciate it. Obviously, I'm going to try to change some things up for next time. Also, while moving this to an entirely new channel, so keep on the lookout for that. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching Wednesday Night Sports. I, of course, am your host, KnightSky02. Tell your friends, tell your family. We love sports and all in between. But hey, that's enough out of me. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your night. And as always, go Birds. Peace out.